to Chowan for the semifinals of the Conference Carolinas Men's Soccer Championship. We got our first semifinal of the day right now, featuring the homestanding Chowan Hawks facing off against Limestone. Chowan obviously picked up the regular season championship in Conference Carolinas with an 11-4-1 record overall, 8-1-1 mark in league play. Limestone finished fifth, owned a 6-3-1 conference record as we're officially underway in the first semifinal of this conference championship. We appreciate you joining us today, what should be a great day of soccer action. First of two semifinals on the day. With Erskine facing off against Mount Olive later today. Chowan beat up on Leeds McRae 5-0 in the quarterfinals to advance and earn the right to host the semifinals and finals here in Murfreesboro, North Carolina. Limestone, the fifth seed, picked up a thrilling 1-0 win over Barton and Wilson, North Carolina, to advance to the semifinals. Obviously, a little rainy. Field a little sloppy, but not too bad. Chowan did a great job. The maintenance staff and the athletic staff here at Chowan did a fantastic job getting everything ready, scrubbing the field hours before the start of the semifinal here today. In pretty nice condition despite the weather. As we take a look at the starting lineups here today. Robin Walsh, Toby Sims, Harry Lovett, Mitchell Levi Lewis, Jake Jensen, Harrison Ardron, Nathan Clifford, Yor-E Den Bulgert, Trevin Meyer, Sam Hall, and Ross Miller starting for the Hawks today. And net for Limestone is Clement Ane. He's joined in the field by Lee Murray, Nacho Regada, Juan Lane Madera, Guillermo Gloria Albuquerque, Roberto Ortega Lopez, Josiah Ortiz, Tristan DeLaff, Herrick Gunther, Raphael Bartman, and Sebastian Mark starting today for the Saints. Limestone 9-6-2 overall. Picked up some really big wins on the year, as has Chowan. Both teams really showing well outside of conference. Foul called. Just about 3 minutes into the first half here. Toby Sims on ball, the Conference Carolinas Defensive Player of the Year for the second straight year. Sends the ball arching toward the Conference Carolinas Offensive Player of the Year, but won easily by Limestone. Going to see a lot of this today. A lot of ball up in there. Both teams very physical. And Sims picking out a little bit. Obviously not something meant by DeLaff, but just ran into him a little bit too much, giving Sims the free kick. Nice ball over top. Due to the slick playing field, unable to corral it. But it'll be a deep throw for Chowan. Appreciate you joining us here. Second day of semifinal action in Conference Carolinas. Was last night. Great ball played over top. Tremendous save by Ane. But Toby Sims gets the goal to make it 1-0 in favor of Chowan. 7th goal of the year for Sim. quite impressive for a defensive player. As we mentioned, the defensive player of the year. Really tremendous save by Ane. But Chowan able to capitalize early, not even 5 minutes into the match. And just like that is 1-0 Chowan. Obviously a dream start for the Hawks. Rain's starting to be a little more constant right now, as you can probably see. Trevin Myers was the one that headed the ball in towards goal and they saved, leading to the Sims tap in for the goal. 7th of the season, as we mentioned, for Sims. Pretty nice crowd here today, despite the weather and early start, 11:30 a.m. here in Murfreesboro, North Carolina. Nice searching ball in. Limestone unable to corral it. And the vaunted Chowan defense able to get out of danger, leading to a throw-in. Sims comes over to take the throw. Limestone trying to work the ball around, but Chowan able to get it out of danger. A lot of work in the midfield so far, as you can see. And they able to easily bring that in. You can see a lot of, as you can see so far, both teams are going to try to utilize the long ball to set up for the mid-range game. Once again, playing the ball long. Limestone able to work it around, but Chowan staying aggressive defensively. I mean, you could probably argue as this ball's played into the box, but easily brought in. By Ross Miller. Miller looking around, trying to get his team to get up, see if they can get good positioning. Limestone able to bring the ball down, though. As you can tell, though, despite the early score for Chowan, this is going to be a fun match to watch. Two very, very, very aggressive teams and two compact teams that will use spacing to their benefit, trying to stretch each other out, as you see right here. Limestone doing a good job working the ball around. Really nice ball into the box. Even better defensively by Clifford. Really stuck strong for that header. Nevertheless, it'll be a corner kick for the Saints. And Gunther looks like going over there to take the corner for Limestone. Decides to take the short corner, does the Saints. Probably not exactly what they were looking for, but not a bad idea. Sims able to get the ball out of danger for the moment for the Hawks. Ball played back into Limestone's half of the field. Limestone has probably had a little bit more of the play, as you would expect, as they work it around a lot as a team. But it is Chowan who's got the 1-0 advantage. Not a bad, actually a really nice idea by DeLaff to take a crack at it right there. With the field playing surface today, testing the goalie early, it makes a ton of sense. Haven't stopped the clock yet, but they're having a talk with Limestone. They do stop the clock now. Restarted. Nice through ball. It will be Chowan's ball. Harry Lovett to take the throw in. Fans, don't forget that the Conference Carolinas Championship season is just starting. Please visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about all of the 2019-20 Conference Carolinas Championship. Ardron can't get into that ball. Limestone does a good job of getting the ball out of danger. This ball just played back into the other end by Sims. That was a good job by Albuquerque to get the ball out of danger for Limestone. Really dangerous position for a throw in. Love it. Once again, coming over. Love it out of Wrexham, Wales. Freshman. Should be a corner kick, and indeed it is.
Vernon Graphics and Promotion is the exclusive on-site Conference Carolinas Championship merchandiser provider. Make sure to visit our merchandise area to grab your Conference Carolinas gear and championship merchandise. To learn more about Vernon Graphics and Promotions at vernoncompany.com.
Nice idea. Sims got a foot on it, but goes awry of the goal. And he's going to have a goal kick. And they out of Coslevin, France. I'm sure I'm saying that incredibly wrong. No pronunciation for that. But from France. Yet to find a part of France that's not lovely. Nice ball. Switching the point of attack. Limestone doing a good job of setting the stage, seeing if they can utilize the space to their advantage, as we talked about earlier. Are drawn off. First offsides call of the day, just offsides, but indeed was. Just about 15 minutes into semifinal number 1. Limestone seeing if they can force Chowan into a mistake. Obviously doesn't work to their advantage right there, but you can see how impressive on the counterattack Chowan really is, how that is a game, and obviously why they're up 1-0 so early in the match, and why they're such a tough team to plan for, because they can change the point of attack very, very quickly. Same can be said about Limestone for their depth passing, as you can see right here. Very, very comfortable on the ball. Ball played out of bounds. Setting up for a Limestone throw-in. Conference Carolinas would like to thank our current corporate partners as this ball played into the box. Championship award guys: Coleman Liu, Kenny Bowen, Herf Jones, McMillan Patterson Smith, McGriff Insurance Services, Plus Inc., South State Bank, THS Constructors Incorporated, and Vernon Graphics and Promotions. Please visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about our conference partners. Really, really strong defensively was Marks for Limestone. Really dangerous ball. Shot on goal by Bartman, but blocked away by the Saints. Chowan's been really stout defensively, as they have been all year so far. Tell the weather kind of changing a little bit about what these teams do, just because they're used to playing with the ball a lot more. Really nice ball in. Trevin Myers, nothing doing.
The 2020 Conference Carolinas Championship season is just starting. Please visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about all of the 2019-20 Conference Carolinas Championships.
So we mentioned first of 2 semifinals today, with Erskine facing off later this afternoon against Mount Olive, who picked up a big upset of second-seeded Belmont Abbey. Really nice win for the Trojans, who also got a really nice win last night in the women's soccer semifinals, 1-0 over Limestone in the first overtime, the golden goal. Other women's semifinal, it was Belmont Abbey, the second seed, picking up a 2-1 win over Barton.
Thank our current corporate partners: Championship award guys Coleman Liu, Kenny Bowen, Herf Jones, McMillan Pasden Smith, McGriff Insurance Services, plus South State Bank, TH Constructors, Vernon Graphics and Promotions.
Sims on ball. A foul in the corner by the flag. Holding foul called. A little after is a Chowan player is down. Stopping the clock. Trying to figure out exactly what was the call. 25 minutes, 49 seconds are just about left here in the first half of play on a cold and rainy day in Murfreesboro, North Carolina. But a beautiful day nevertheless for the beautiful game. Referee trying to make sure that they cut down the extracurriculars. Really nice ball into the box. Chowan able to get it out, though. Working things around is Limestone. Really dangerous opportunity right there, but unable to take advantage of it is Bartman. Bartman out of Germany. Graduate transfer. Or a graduate. One of a few on the Limestone roster. Limestone really, as a program, takes advantage of that, having seasoned players that know what it's like to compete at this level, because it's a totally different thing. Easily brought in by Miller, the Chowan netminder. Ball played into the Limestone half. Probably going to be called a foul, and indeed it was.
Make sure to remember to visit our merchandise area to pick up your Conference Carolinas championship gear. From t-shirts to hats to polos, the merchandise tent has something for everyone in the family.
Fans, when you come to, as we stop the clock again. Still talking over things. Ball played near the box. As you can imagine and see, tightly contested, hotly contested match between two teams with a lot of respect for each other. Nice ball, but picked up Arjon, who loses it himself, and Limestone's got a little bit of a break. Chowan able to get it out of danger, but not out of full danger at the moment, still on their back feet. Chowan counter-attacking. See if they can catch the Saints off guard. Myers working the ball around. Good job by Limestone, sticking their ground defensively. The really lone bright spot as far as the weather today is it's not, as I knock on wood when I say this, it's not completely windy. There is some wind, but not as gusty as it could be in this situation. So when trying to play the ball over top, as you see right there, it may die on the ground, but it still usually can get there. You know, as a soccer player, that's something that you really worry about. Am I going to get be able to put the right weight on this? And if you can get good footing on it, they've shown that you can be able to do it. But as the game progresses, that may not be the case. Ball played in the box. Sims. Or excuse me, that was Jensen. Able to get the ball out of danger. Limestone seeing if they can make something happen. Foul called. Got into him just a little bit too much, did Mitchell Levi Lewis. And that'll bring up a free kick from Limestone. Looks like Roy Kroskerski is going to be on it. Officiating staff trying to make sure everybody at the right place. Ball played into the box. Easily picked up right there by Chowan, who tries to set Ardron out of his way. Ane comes all the way out of the goal mouth to make sure. Playing more of a sweeper, keeper sweeper in that situation. Sweeper keeper, however you want to say it.
Make sure that you have something to remember the championship experience forever. Visit our merchandise area to pick up your Conference Carolina's championship gear. There's something for everyone.
Ball headed back to Ane. Marks nicely heads it back. Foul called. Limestone ball. Limestone's won 4 of their last 5 and have been undefeated in their last 5 overall entering today's match. Foul not called right there by Sims. Actually, the last time these two teams played on October 30th, on Wednesday, October 30th, it was a tie 0-0. That game was played in Gaffney. Stopping the clock once again.
The Conference Carolinas digital network is available online at conferencecarolinas.dn.com.
The Division of Varsity Brands, Herb Jones is the exclusive championship provider of championship rings for Conference Carolinas. Focused on building long-term relationships through a nationwide network of over 2,000 employees and sales partners. The professionals at Herb Jones have everything that you need. Please visit Herb Jones or Varsity's Van at herbjones.com or varsitybrands.com to learn more.
Conference Carolina's digital network is also available on iPhone, iPad, and Android, and will work with a default web browser. Learn more and start watching now on conferencecarolinas.dn.com.
Ball does not go out of bounds. Instead, they say that it does. Just under 18 to play here in the first half. As Ortiz comes back in for Limestone. Stop the clock once again. Working on substitution rules right now is the officials and the coaches, just trying to make sure they're all on the same page. Is what they're talking about right now. If you're interested, as we mentioned later today, it'll be Erskine, the 3 seed, taking on the 7th seed, Mount Olive. Mount Olive upset Belmont Abbey.
Conference Carolinas is committed to aligning with businesses that share common values and, like us, strive to attain excellence and virtue in all endeavors.
Erskine picked up a thrilling 2-1 win with 2 goals in about a 5-minute stretch in the latter half of the second half to advance past Emmanuel, the 6th seed, for the right to join the semifinals in Murfreesboro. Limestone finds a little bit of space. Good positioning defensively right there from Chowan. Ball played in. Miller parries it away. Ball goes out of bounds. Chowan ball. Ball taken away. It looked like it was going to get over top, but great job by Limestone defensively. Foul called. Koskarski plays it quickly. Ball played into the box by Limestone. Limestone has an open player streaking, but can't get a good grip on it. It looks like Ardron may still get there anyways, but called offside. Levi Lewis was wide open if they would have been able to get the ball there, but the slick playing field made that almost impossible. Just couldn't get the right footing. That's really the biggest part of this with the slick playing field, because you just can't get your footing to kick it the way you would normally try to. Because obviously these players are really, really elite as that ball goes out for a corner kick. But when they can't find their footing, it makes it hard to get the passing the right way. Kroskarski. Ball played in. Once again, played out by Chowan. Ball played in the middle. Lots of space and lots of Hawks trying to hold their line, but it's Myers who all alone, but great job and a kick save and a beauty. Myers once again with the ball. Myers trying to take on 6. Obviously, that wasn't going to work out in his favor. Foul called. Seeing if there was going to be a little bit of continuation was the official. Instead called a foul when no separation could be made. Chowan taking their time. Ball individuals have towels to help wipe off the ball before it goes in play. Obviously, once it gets in play, kind of null and void, but it does help with the throw-ins. Great job by the Chowan staff. Really nice setup here at Chowan with their athletic facilities. You can see just over the overpass, you got the football stadium, you got the basketball arena right here just in front of the lacrosse and soccer field. As Kroskerski is fouled, another stoppage of play. Looks like Clifford's going to be booked.
Yellow card assessed to Nathan Clifford.
Indeed, it was Clifford. Chowan has 3 shots on goals, while Limestone has 2. 2 corners for Limestone, 1 for Chowan. 1 yellow card now. Kroskerski on the ball. Foul called. Going back the other way. Miller on the ball. Chowan netminder. Miller out of Scotland.
Conference Carolinas has a rich tradition in roots that dates back to its early initial inception on December 6, 1930. Conference Carolina believes in development and formation of the whole person and body, mind, and soul. Our students are nationally recognized for their extraordinary
really nice
success in
idea
the
right there.
in the community and at the highest levels of NCAA competition.
Foul. This might be another booking indeed. We are going to stop the clock again. Looks like it's going to be Sam Hall that's going to get booked, and indeed it is.
Yellow card assessed to number 20 of Chowan, Sam Hall.
Sam Hall, junior midfielder out of Leicester, England. Leicester City having a really nice start to the Premier League this year. Obviously, after the just unbelievable ride to the championship a few years back. Just over 10 minutes here left in the first half. Really entertaining match so far. 2 well put together teams. Sims working the ball around. Nothing doing. Good job to get back by Limestone. Kroskerski pass is taken away by Chowan. Jake Jensen, ball taken away as well, giving Limestone a little bit of a break. And they work the ball around with Bartman. Get over to Kroskerski. Kroskerski tries to see if he can find a streaking Ortega Lopez. But Chowan, once again, standing their ground. Handball assessed. Really not a great place for a handball, obviously. As Ruiz called for the handball, giving Kroskerski the free kick for Limestone. Dangerous positioning. Kroskerski. Castellan, Northern Ireland, senior, 5'10", 175. That's what he's listed at. Really fun player to watch. That's a really strong ball into the box. Kroskerski able to bring it in. Bartman with the ball. Plays it into the box. Miller gets there. Ball slips out, but able to get back and pounce on it is Miller. Moment of trepidation right there for the Hawks. Ball goes out off the official, but nevertheless a throw in. Once again, another throw in. 8 minutes left here in the first half. Mitchell Levi Lewis on the ball, seeing if somebody will be able to make the run, but good job by keeping their space by Limestone. Ruiz has the ball taken away. Good step right there by Chowan, by Robin Walsh. Foul issued to Chowan. Didn't agree, but nevertheless, that was the call. Limestone trying to see if they can find a little bit. We're going to have another stoppage. Another card issued this time to Harry Levette. Third card issued so far in the first half to Chowan.
Yellow card assessed to 6 from Chowan. Harry Lovett.
Ball played in. Ball foul called. We're about to have another stoppage. Chowan Coach Chris Wally talking with the referee, just making sure they're on the same page. Obviously, both teams playing so aggressive, and that's been a big part of this game, has been the aggressive play. All right, we're about to get things started up again. Six and a half left. Ball played out wide by Myers. Takes the opportunity, does Sam Hall, but a little ambitious. We're going to have a sub here with Joe Burke entering the game. Or, no, excuse me. Yes, indeed it is.
Joe Burke in for the Saints.
Sims on ball. Really, really special player in the back. A lot of special players on this field today, as you will see in both of these semifinals. Really, really top-notch soccer in Conference Carolinas. And they are going to call a foul here right now as Myers is taken down. Really interesting spot for a free kick. See what Chowan can pull out of the bag of tricks. Looks like it's going to be Mitchell Levi Lewis and Harrison Ardron, the Offensive Player of the Year in the league, on the ball. May have to, probably from this angle, still going to have to play it into the box. It may take a crack at it. We'll just have to wait and see. See if they got anything in the bag. They're going to go quick, and indeed they do just that. But doesn't work. Ball a little long. Nothing doing for the Hawks. 4.5 left here in the first half of action. Ball somehow ends up at Ardron, but taken away by Limestone. See if we can find something through the middle. Nothing doing. Sims on ball. Or excuse me, that was Jensen. Offsides is the call. Really nice job by Limestone. Kroskerski's cross into the box. Thwarted it away, though. And bringing up another corner kick for Limestone. See if they can get something going right here. Catch the Hawks off guard before the halftime break. Ball played in. Played back. The ball still in the box. Not out of danger yet is Chowan. Shot taken but blocked. Kicked away by the Hawks. We'll see if they can counterattack. Able to get the ball out of bounds, though, to get their shape. Ball in play. Rain coming in a little bit more. Good job by Chowan to step. Nathan Clifford on ball. Looking for Ruiz. Really nice defensively from Gunther. Two minutes left in the first half. Kroskersky once again going to have an opportunity. Actually going to go a different way. He'll be going through with the corner kick instead of Kroskersky. Ball not even in play. Just over a minute left. The Hawks going to make a final substitution.
Checking in for the Hawks, number 9, Danny Gallegos.
Danny Gallegos coming in for Arjon to give him a little bit of even more of a spell going into the halftime.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining in the first half. And A brings it in. Foul issued, stopping the clock. Chowan is going to be down a man. Second red issued to Sam Hall. Obviously getting intense right now. They need to make sure to... Sam Hall will not be available if the Hawks do move on. Fourth yellow card of the day issued to Chowan. Just over 20 seconds left here in the first half. Limestone now a man up. Miller able to bring that in easily.
Ten, 9, 8,
Final
7
seconds
6
of
5,
the first half.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll do it here for the first half, where it is
Your score at the half is Chowan 1,
1-0
nothing.
at the half. Appreciate you joining us for the first half. We go to halftime here. We'll be
Ladies
right back.
and gentlemen, make sure to visit the merchandise area for a drawing at halftime. Anyone in attendance can enter to win a Conference Carolinas t-shirt
Here
and
on
$5
the
off
Conference
coupon
Carolinas Digital
to
Network.
use
We're back here where it is Chowan that leads Limestone 1-0 at the halftime break. Chowan able to get an early goal with Toby Sims, his 7th goal of the year. But interesting twist at the end of the half as Chowan picked up a red card on the second yellow card issued to Sam Hall, and they will play a man down for the rest of the match. We'll see how that plays out, and we'll be right back here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Appreciate you joining us today. Entertaining soccer so far in Murfreesboro, North. And we're back here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network, where we are having our first semifinal of the day. Take a look at the halftime stats between Limestone and Chowan. Chowan leads 1-0. As you can see, Limestone had three total shots to Chowan's 4 total shots. Obviously, Chowan has a 1 shot on goal for the goal. As far as fouls, it was 13-7 in favor of Chowan, who did have 4 yellow cards issued in the first half, including 2, as we mentioned. 2, Sam Hall, who will not be joining the teams in the second half. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out today. We appreciate you joining us today here for our first semifinal. And we'll be right back here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. We're back here on a rainy day, 45 degrees and raining with a little bit of a sloppy field, as we mentioned earlier in the first half. Tremendous job by the Chowan athletic staff and maintenance crew here at the university to get things playable today. We've actually got a pretty good crowd despite the weather. We appreciate you joining us, watching on our Conference Carolinas digital network powered by Blue Frame Technology, who do a tremendous job with all of our video services. Later today at 2 p.m. it will be number 3, the 3rd seed Erskine, taking on the 7th seed Mount Olive. Should be a fun and entertaining match for sure. We'll be right back here on the Conference Carolinas digital network, where we're about 5.5 minutes away from the second half. As you can see, still very rainy here at halftime. We'll be right back on the Conference Carolinas digital network.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
Fans, if you are able to join us later today or even on Saturday and Sunday, Saturday the Women's Soccer Championship and Sunday for the Men's Soccer Championship, make sure to stop by our merchandise tent to pick up your Conference Carolinas championship gear. There's some for everyone. Don't forget that the Conference Carolinas digital network, powered by Blue Frame, is the official digital network of Conference Carolinas. The Conference Carolinas digital network is available online at conferencecarolinasdn.com, as well as on platforms such as Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV. Mobile devices include iPhone, iPad, and Android will also work. Learn more and start watching now on conferencecarolinasdn.com. We'll be right back here on the Conference Carolinas digital network for the second half of action.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
About to get started here in half number 2 between Limestone and Chowan. Chowan clinging to a 1-0 advantage, but we'll have to get there the hard way, playing with 10 men here in the second half. Appreciate you joining us here today for this, what was a really entertaining first half of action between two evenly matched teams, as you would imagine this time of year. Get to the semifinals, you've done something right, particularly in a conference as stout as Conference Carolinas. So it should be a highly intriguing and entertaining second half of play between these two teams. Going through the final instructions, making sure everything's copacetic and ready to go. And indeed we are. And just like that, second half of semifinal number 1 is underway. Current weather's 45 degrees and rainy, obviously, as you can see. A little bit of a sloppy feel, but it hasn't really completely played havoc on either team today. The goal was not because of the weather, and both teams have played stout defensively. A little bit of a steady rain right now. Rain forecasted in the area for the rest of the weekend, kind of intermittent such as this. So it will be a fixture in Conference Carolinas men's and women's soccer championships. Unfortunately, particularly for the ones of you that want to make your way here, please come nevertheless, but just make sure to bring your raincoat and a big coat. Still entertaining soccer to watch, and not really that cold. It's actually, without the wind, it feels really quite nice as long as you got the right equipment on. Limestone seeing if they can get something going early. It was Chowan who scored in the 5th minute, 4:23 into the game to be exact. Toby Sims, his 7th goal of the year, the defensive player in the league. Coming through, nice opportunity. And that is, they do capitalize and get that early goal to start the second half. We talked about how much that would make a difference in things right now, and it does. Limestone equalizes things. And just like that, it is 1-1. Really nice way to come out of the halftime break for Limestone. Starting things up here. One is the score now. A really nice way to catch Chowan off guard, trying to see if they can get something going. Oh, and just misses on making it 2-1. Limestone working the ball around. Going to see a lot of chasing more than likely from Chowan. Playing with only 10 men, going to have to be a lot more compact if that ball goes out of bounds. Limestone had almost all of the play here so far in the second half. Miller's going to probably easily be able to bring this one in, and indeed he is. As we mentioned, these two teams tied 0-0 during the regular season. So you knew it was going to be a fun matchup, and has lived up to its billing so far. Myers with the ball to throw it in, trying to get a clean ball. Going to bring over Lovett to throw it in instead. Slips out of his hands. Definitely getting a lot more slippier, as we talked about earlier. That could play a big part here in the second half. Definitely may play a part in the second matchup of the day between Erskine and Mount Olive. Ball worked around by Chowan, seeing if they can find some space and force Limestone out of their structure. Really nice ball over top. Harry Arjon, they say he's offsides. Just a step offsides, they say. Ball being worked around. One is our score. Really fun match. Limestone content, obviously, to make Chowan chase right now. With 10 men, they're going to have to do a lot more work. Obviously, there's no benefit of playing a man down. But the biggest part when you're the aggressor, such as Limestone, is to try to make your opponent work. And you can see that that's the game plan right now. Because you want to put them in a very, very awkward position. So the more you move the ball around, the harder it's going to be on your opponent. Go back to why you do such conditioning the way it is throughout the rest of the year. And both of these teams are obviously incredibly fit. But no matter what, that little bit makes all the difference. So you'll see Chowan a little content to work it around and not try to force the issue as much as they usually do. And you'll see Limestone try to move the ball around a lot more. As you see right here. Especially with that 1-1, there's no point in trying to force things unless you have the option. But not go backwards all the time either. About 9 minutes here into the first half. The second half. Get a good look at it. Great job by our camera operator today. Doing a fantastic job. In the elements. Chowan truly content to let time milk off the clock and see if they can catch Limestone off guard. Take advantage of some of their long throw-ins. It's really one of the things they do anyways, but even more so when you're a man down, you're going to see more of that. Myers tries to get it in. Limestone trying to get the ball out. Works it around and able to get it out of danger. Jensen heads it over. Sims on the ball. Just plays it into the space. Good job. Good working around. Clifford plays it back. Sims switches the point of attack. Switches the field. Both teams doing a great job staying strong defensively. Kind of eerily similar goals as well. They made it 1-1, both kind of opportunistic goals, which in this type of games when you're so evenly matched is going to more than often be the case. Harrison Arden does a great job showing his skill. Little stop with his legs and just kind of jump into him. Gymnastics move. Pilates and yoga working out right there. Limestone going to try to take advantage of a long throw in as well, taking advantage of the towels. Ball in danger right now. Chowan able to get it out. Not completely out of danger just yet are the Hawks. Really nice ball into the box. Myers just able to get the ball to Ruiz. Ruiz looks to see if he has anybody and finds Ardron, who puts a little bit too much on the give and go opportunity. Probably going to sail wide, and it does, out for a throw-in. Hawks ball. As you can see, very physical and aggressive play by both teams, as you would expect. Ball goes out for a throw-in. A lot of action in the midfield so far. Not much happening in either third right now. Toby Sims on ball. Back to Jensen, trying to see if, to Mitchell Levi Lewis. He's having to take on more of a defensive role here. Second half due to being down a man. Argent on ball, too heavy on the pass. As we talked about, it's hard to judge the weighting of your pass when your feet are waterlogged. Pushed out of bounds, but not obviously on purpose. $15 in here to the second half. 1-1 is our score line. Really nicely won by Limestone in the back. Call for a corner for Limestone. Looks like Rory Kroskerski's going to come in for.
Rory Kosker comes in for the Saints.
Looks like it'll be. See what Limestone has in the bag of tricks right now. Gonna definitely take it to the training ground with this one, see if they can get the ball back. Played in over top, and it's a really nice ball, but really nicely won by Miller as well. Cross Curry. Played it in nicely. Chowan not able to get completely out of danger, but it did allow Limestone to get back, collect themselves, and get back into shape. Such a big thing in soccer, as you always hear people talking about, organization, get back in your shape, stretch the field. When you're playing a chess match, which is a lot of times that's what soccer is, particularly this level, where an inch makes all the difference. That's what they are saying when they're talking in those terms. As you see a switch of field dictating just that, what we were talking about, trying to catch your opponent off guard. Martin going to go down, fouled. It'll be a Chowan free kick. Jensen gets fouled, and it looks like we're going to have a stoppage of play. Indeed we are. Number 11 for Limestone. As Ortiz gets booked as well. First booking of the day.
Yellow card assessed at number 11 from the Saints, Josiah Ortiz.
Try to get things started up as Jensen's going to play it in. Foul. Chowan with a really nice opportunity right here, because that's where they're going to have to really take opportunities and advantage when you're a man down. Dead ball opportunities, spot kicks, free, anything that you can get, free kicks, take advantage of it. Obviously a spot kick would make a big difference, but obviously they're going to try to take advantage of their opportunities on free kicks. Ball played in really nicely, swung in, put out of danger by Limestone. Argent tracking back, called for a foul. Ball put back in play very quickly. All right, it's not back in play just yet. Limestone working it around. Opportunity. Sims is there, though. Puts it out of play. It'll be another corner kick. Looks like we're going to have a substitution for Limestone before that, though, with DeLaff coming in. DeLaff won the inaugural Player of the Week all the way back
Tristan
on September
DeLaw
9th.
enters for the Saints.
really well swung in ball right there. Called a foul, and they're going to stop the clock again.
Yellow card assessed to number 20 from the Saints, Sebastian Marks.
This time it'll be Sebastian Marks that is booked. Four to two now in cards. 6 cards between the two teams, but the big one, the 2 to Sam Hall for Chowan in the first half. Made the Saints down, or excuse me, the Hawks down to 10 men here. Half chance for Limestone. Unable to take advantage, though. Bartman's shot that went well wide. Looked like he may be able to strike it cleanly, but was not, thanks to Chowan defense. Out for a throw-in. 23 minutes here left in the second half of play, where it's 1-1 between Limestone and Chowan. Really well thrown in ball. Ball slides down into the box. But Sims able to get out of danger. Another foul in the box by Limestone. Bartman leans in a little bit too heavily to Sims as he's coming through trying to get a header in. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Limestone ball on the throw-in. Don't forget the championship season is really just starting. Visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about all the championships. We have the women's soccer championship tomorrow as Limestone's working the ball around. Now Chowan with the ball, featuring top-seeded Mount Olive and undefeated Mount Olive against Belmont Abbey, the second seed. Mount Olive picked up a 1-0 win against 4th-seeded Limestone last night in overtime. Belmont Abbey scored 2 second-half goals to pick up a 2-1 win over Barton to advance to the championship match. It'll be Christian Fuentes entering the game for Chowan.
Number 15, Christian Fuentes enters for the Hawks.
Take out for Arjan, who's obviously they're just trying to give a little bit of a spell to get him in for the final stretch of the game. It's just about 20 minutes to go. Offensive player of the league is Arjan. Won the award after winning Freshman of the Year last year. First time Chowan has, and we're going to have another stoppage here. Another yellow card. This time it'll be Bartman, it looks like.
Yellow card issued to number 17 of the Saints, Raphael Bartman.
7 cards between the two teams now. 3 in the second half for Limestone. Chowan had 4 in the first half. Limestone has 3 in the second half. Ball into the box. Ball swung around. Fuentes providing a spark of energy right there, as you can see, for Chowan. Has a little bit of a space. Hit it, but it goes awry off of a deflection out of bounds. Does the shot. It'll be a Limestone corner kick. We have a player down. We're going to have to stop the clock again. Looks like Cross Curry going to take the kick on the for Limestone. Ball out of danger right now for the time being. About the match we figured it would be. As we mentioned, Limestone came in winning, or undefeated in the last five. Won 4 of the last 5 with a tie against Chowan, being the only blemish, and not blemish really, but just the only difference in being a 5-game winning streak. So really starting to play their best soccer right now.
Number 6, Juan Lane enters for the Saints.
Chowan conversely came in with a 6-match undefeated streak with that tie to the same Limestone team, being the only thing that hadn't been a win since October 19th. Both teams playing extremely high-quality soccer right now. Biggest thing in the biggest tell so far in this game is that they may tell the story later on is, can Chowan withstand playing with 10 men? As Sam Hall picked up 2 yellow cards and was given to issue the red card by rule and had to leave the proceedings. Will not be available for the championship match either if Chowan is able to move forward. Wide open is Limestone. I don't think he realized, did DeLav, how open he was as Lee Murray's ball was sent in beautifully. Sixteen and a half left. Really nice piece of individual effort right there from Walsh. We're going to stop the clock again. Another yellow card going to be issued. This time it's going to Joe Burke.
Yellow issued to Joe Burke of the Saints.
So 4 first-half yellow cards for Chowan, 4 yellow cards issued in the second half for Limestone. evened up that stat. Excuse us, we're sweeping water out of the press box right now. $16-14 left, or right about here in the second half. Is that ball nothing doing? Jensen over the ball for Chowan. Myers on ball. Ruiz has it, flips it out wide to Sims, who plays the ball in. Able to get a header into the box. You just love it, but nothing doing. Really nice ball from Sims. Close to a handball, but not called. Cross Curry with the ball, unable to get past his defender, and Ruiz has it. And ball not out of danger yet, and Clifford can't get the ball out of danger. With under 15 minutes to play, the score 1-1. It'll be a Limestone throw-in. Looks like it's going to be taken by Joe Burke. Indeed it is. Fuentes has a little bit of space. See if he can get anything going, but really stout defensively by Lee Murray, who's played really well today. Love it, coming to take the throw in. Both teams trying to see if they can get a little bit of space. Murray steps in. Called foul. Chowan going to be able to take a free kick. Mitchell Levi Lewis on the ball. Thanks for joining us here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network for the first of our semifinals on the day. Erskine and Mount Olive take the field at approximately 2 o'clock. Limestone unable to get anything going. Chowan with the ball. Both teams trying to see if they can get on the front foot. Nothing really doing for either team over the last few minutes. Both teams have had a couple really high-quality half chances over the last 10 minutes, but nothing is going to change the complexion right now, or that they'll be thinking about too much tomorrow. For being able, Fuentes on the ball, gets it back. Myers on the ball, seeing if he can get something going, but Murray up to it. Murray on the ball again. Gets it out for a throw-in. First it'll be a sub. It'll be for Limestone will be Guillermo Gloria Albuquerque, and for Chowan it will be Ardron replacing Fuentes, who had a nice spell in there to give Ardron some time to rest and get his best for the final 10 minutes. On ball, it'll be a corner kick for Limestone. As Gunther's kick was blocked out of bounds. Just over 9 left here in the second half. Not a bad ball in. Couldn't get around it enough, Corotega Lopez. Definitely have to get around a little bit more to really danger the keeper in that situation. Murray on ball. Well hit, but easily pick-upable by the Chowan defense. Trying to work it around the channels. Bad foul will probably have a stoppage right here. Maybe not. Valuable seconds ticking off the clock. As a reminder, the only person that's allowed to stop the clock, if you see the referee put up that X, that means we can stop the clock. One of the rules of NCAA soccer. John definitely drops it down to Myers, who gets the ball back. See if he can get there. And he can, but not enough off of the deflection, and that Ane brings it in. Nice step right there by Walsh, who doesn't get enough around it to get past Murray and into Myers, who is streaking down the sideline. Limestone content to work it around right now with under 6 to play. 1-1. One of these teams hoping to find something before this game has to be sent to overtime. As I mentioned, first game last night of the Women's Soccer Championship in the semifinal had to go to overtime, with Mount Olive scoring early in the overtime period to take the win over the Saints of Limestone. Nice ball over the top. Be a sub for Limestone.
Number 26, Brendan Kelly,
With
in for the Saints.
Brendan Kelly coming in for Limestone. Limestone had to go backwards. Murray with the ball. Bartman on it. Murray swings it in. Not a bad ball. Chowan able to get it out. But only just though. Kelly's shot is blocked. Just over 3.5 left here in the second half. Right now we should just probably say regulation, as this game looks destined for overtime. So I mentioned only other times teams play that did go to overtime, 0-0 tie. That ball sent in, but right to Miller. Ball sent back to Myers. Myers seeing if he can find separation. Instead finds the back line. The ball goes out. Under 2.5. Limestone working it around. Sims on ball. Just an errant pass. Limestone did have a man right there wide open for an ideal crack at goal. But instead goes a little bit too much on the weight on the pass. 1:25 left here in the first half. Ball goes out of bounds as Kelly tries to slip it behind. Sims is going to come over and take the throw in.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
1 minute remaining in regulation. Ball goes out. That ball sent forward. Limestone working around. Murray gonna flip it to the sideline. Limestone has one last chance on a throw. Don't know if they're gonna have enough time. 12 seconds on the clock.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
And indeed,
5,
they are not.
4,
And that'll do it
3,
here
2,
in the first half.
1.
That ball goes wide. 90 minutes is not enough for these two teams as we go to the overtime with a score 1-1 between Limestone and Chowan. We'll be right back here on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
We're back here on a rainy Friday in Murfreesboro, North Carolina, where after 90 minutes it's still 1-1 between Limestone and Chowan. Chowan, the top seed, hosting the fourth-seeded Saints of Limestone. We'll be right back here in just a minute as we get closer to the first overtime period. Thanks for joining us on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.
Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily in the classroom, during practice, and in high-level competition. Our virtues set us apart. We work daily to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolinas.
We're back here on a rainy Friday in Murfreesboro, North Carolina. We're about to get started with the first overtime period, where it's 1-1 between top-seeded Chowan and fifth-seeded Limestone. Toby Sims opened the account on the day for either team with a goal in the 5th minute of the match to give Chowan a very early lead. Raphael Bartman scored in the 47th minute to tie things up, and then it was a fairly even rest of the first half, and second half, to send the game to overtime. Your shots after the end of regulations are Limestone with 10 and Chowan with 6. Limestone had 8 corner kicks to 1 from the Hawks, and we're underway here in the first overtime period. Second overtime period between these two teams in a matter of weeks. They tied 0-0 on October 30th. Hawks trying to be the aggressor here early in the first overtime period. 2 10-minute golden goal overtime periods. If anybody is able to score, it will be over. Nobody's able to score after the 2 10-minute golden goal overtime periods. Then we will be headed to penalty kicks. Ball played over the top. Trying to find his footing is Clifford. Clifford gets it to Ruiz. Just about 8.5 left here in the first overtime period. Arjon plays it back. Chowan looks to switch fields, and they do. Good job by Limestone staying there. Arjon with the ball. Has some room. We'll see if he'll be able to tee it up, try and take on probably too many, but still has the ball. Takes second shot that's blocked. Good individual effort right there, but Limestone held their ground well. Foul called. Ball already Had to stop. There's 2 balls on the field. Limestone working the ball around. Trying to force the issue a little bit. Playing a long ball. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Limestone ball. Arjan gets the ball taken away, allowing Limestone to have a chance at the attack. Play the low ball into the box, easily picked up by Sims. Arjan unable to hold the ball up. Sims on the ball. Trying to see if he can find Myers, and indeed he does. Myers goes down, wrenching in pain. Myers looked like he just came down a little awkwardly. Fans, Conference Carolinas is where tradition is unmatched and excellence is earned daily. Our 12 institutions work hard to build champions in body, mind, and soul is who we are. Please visit conferencecarolinas.com to learn more about Conference Carolinas. Myers looks no worse for wear. Myers out of Lehigh Acres, Florida, product of Riverdale High School. Myers able to come back in. Sims going to see if he can find the head of Arjan or find a streaking Arjan or Ruiz. Either one. Nothing doing there. A little bit of a break as Myers on ball for Chowan. Nothing doing there. There's under 5 left here in the first overtime period. Ball brought down by Limestone. Been a frantic first few minutes of the overtime, as you would expect. Both teams trying to dissect each other, see if they can find that small sliver of an opening. Stop the clock again. Probably going to be another card, and indeed it is, as Murray goes into the books. Looks like Fuentes is going to come in. Coming to get Ardron.
Number 15, Christian Fuentes comes back in for the Hawks.
Fuentes out of Alexandria, Virginia. Sophomore. Under 4 left here in the first overtime. Cross Curry on the ball. Really nicely well done a second ago from Marks. With the ball now, Fuentes chasing. Making Marks do a lot of work. Exactly why he was brought back into the game. Had a couple really nice spells in this contest. Cross Curry. Limestone looking for the long throw. And they get just that. The ball drops in the box. Couple dicey seconds right there for Chowan, but able to get the ball out. Limestone ball again. Looks like it'll be a long throw once again. This time it'll be Burke. 2:23 left in the first overtime. This ball drops. Sent towards the goal, and it is a goal. Limestone gets the win on a goal in the first overtime. Wow. What an ending. Really nice ball played into the box to give Limestone the win. Congratulations to Limestone on the victory. They will advance to Sunday's championship match, where they will face the winner of Mount Olive and Erskine coming up next. We'll see you in just a little bit on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network.